This is News 3 Now at 6.
Thanks for joining us tonight. The Madison Police Union says it has no confidence in Madison Mayor Satya Rhodes Conway.
The union released that vote this morning, saying more than 95% of the members felt this way. Jamie Perez has more on what led to this and the mayor's reaction. Jamie?
There seems to be this chain of untrust happening in a time when we need it most. We have people saying that they don't trust Madison police, and then Madison police saying that they don't trust the mayor. Now, the union is saying that the mayor misled them when she was up for a vote, but the Madison mayor is saying that the union isn't willing to embrace change.
The Madison Police Union has issued a vote of no confidence in Mayor Satya Rhodes Conway. They said she's unfamiliar with her own police department and perpetuates an us versus them dichotomy. They said putting out this two-page release was not an easy decision, but the result of months of frustration over her lack of leadership. Mayor Rhodes Conway responded in her own statement saying,
"It's extremely unfortunate that MPPOA has failed to realize the importance of this time. It is sowing division instead of stepping up to partner with the community and the rest of city government."
She goes on to say that she met with the union on July 7th, asking them to respond to changes that need to be made to increase safety in Madison. She said she has yet to hear a response, and based on their statement today, she must assume they are unwilling to embrace change. She concluded by addressing the proposed 5% budget cuts, which she acknowledged was challenging for the agency,
saying MPPOA declined to participate in the most recent meeting on this.
She said this is the beginning of a process, not the end.
"I again invite MPPOA to work with us both to balance the budget and to reimagine how we provide public safety to all of Madison." Interim Police Chief Vic Wald also declined to comment on this story, and we also could not get the other two parties to grant us an on-camera interview for this story or for follow-up questions.
Jamie Perez reporting tonight. Jamie, thank you. Developing tonight, Madison police say they have made two arrests connected to the attack of a state senator last month. It happened during a night of violent protest. Milwaukee Democratic Senator Tim Carpenter tweeted this video in June showing the moment the attack happened. Today, police say thanks to help from the community, a detective was able to identify the two persons of interest. Both turned themselves in today. 26-year-old Samantha Hamer and 33-year-old Corida O'Reilly, both from Madison, were arrested for substantial battery, party to a crime, and robbery with use of force, party to a crime.
Dane County District Attorney Ishmael Ozan is calling out protesters who he said were trying to intimidate him and his family over the weekend. Ozan says protesters were outside his home until 1 a.m. Sunday morning and chanting expletives, calling him a racist. He says the group wants him to drop charges against those who've been arrested during protests in Madison over the last 2 months. We spoke with the district attorney a short time ago.
It's important that we have and protect freedom of speech. It's important that we have people who are willing to protest. But I don't believe they should be taking that to people's homes. They've taken it to a number of officials' homes, and I don't think that those officials' families nor my family deserve that sort of, frankly, their attempted intimidation. What they are requesting is for me not to do my job, and that's not going to happen.
Ozan says he recognizes government officials need to take a closer look at how systemic and institutional racism have affected the black community, and says his office has worked to make progress.
Getting a look over our West Side studios tonight. Beautiful after last night's rain. It's been cooler and less humid today. Let's check your first warn forecast with Chief Meteorologist Gary Kanalty.
We need more of that in the forecast, and actually we'll probably get it, with the exception of tomorrow when there could be a shower or thunderstorm chance in the afternoon, although much of the day will be dry. As we take a look at visible cloud track, you can see morning clouds moving away from last night's rain, and you can see just a few fair weather cumulus clouds popping up during the day. Really nothing to worry about, at least as far as precipitation is concerned. Up to the north, a couple of thunderstorms up near Lake Superior and the UP of Michigan and far northern Wisconsin. Otherwise, much of the state dry right now. Current temperatures are right around 80 degrees. Madison just above 80. The Dells just below 80. Janesville at 82 right now. Very comfortable out there. And these dew point temperatures in the upper 50s make it feel very nice. Look for temperatures to drop into the lower 60s by early tomorrow morning. 62 the low expected here in Madison with clear skies. Tomorrow will be partly sunny, but there is a chance for a shower or thunderstorm in the afternoon and evening. High temperature at 82, but later I'll take a look at a forecast that'll be dry for quite a while to come.
Gary, thank you. New at 6. The free COVID-19 testing event that was scheduled to happen this week in the Dells has been canceled despite an initial agreement to conduct the 2-day drive-up testing. Sauk County Public Health was informed this afternoon that the parking lot where the testing was to be held is no longer available for this use. The department says Sauk County is currently experiencing a rise in cases, with almost 60% of its cases since the beginning of the pandemic occurring in the month of July. Getting a look at statewide numbers now, health officials confirmed 780 new cases today as Wisconsin approaches 50,000 total, a considerable drop from the 957 new cases confirmed yesterday. There are 899 confirmed deaths. DHS says 8.5% of new cases came back positive in the past day, a slight drop from yesterday's 9.6%. Almost 10,000 Wisconsin cases remain active, including about 880 in Dane County.
Today, the Department of Health Services also launched a new feature on its coronavirus website focusing on contact tracing. The page goes over what to expect when you get a call from a contact tracer, including how to identify scam callers. Communities across the state are implementing mandatory mask policies, joining Milwaukee and Madison. The mandate goes into effect today for Racine, Green Bay, and Superior. Whitewater starts on August 1st. Masks are required in certain public settings for these cities. As for a statewide mandate, Governor Tony Evers has resisted issuing one. However, many of our neighboring states like Michigan, Minnesota, Indiana, and Illinois all have one. Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot today announced Wisconsin will be going to go on the city's 14-day quarantine list later this week. She noted concerns about the spread of COVID-19 in surrounding states. As of this afternoon, there were more than 172,000 positive cases of COVID-19 in Illinois, with more than 7,400 deaths in the state.
School reentry plans are expected to come from multiple districts tonight, including both Waunakee and Verona area school boards. Our Gabriella Becerra walks us through how other districts will return to class in the fall. Gabby?
Well, Eric, most districts in our area have already said that they're going to start the year virtually, with students learning online until COVID-19 conditions change. Those districts include Madison Metropolitan School District, Middleton Cross Plains Area School District, and Sun Prairie Area School District. On the contrary, the school district of Janesville is giving parents the choice to start all in person, all virtually, or a hybrid of both. In Lafayette County, Darlington schools will turn to all in-person classes 5 days each week. Now, News 3 Now will be following the decisions from Waunakee and Verona, and we'll have those on News 3 Now at 10.
All right, Gabby, thank you. All athletic competitions for Edgewood College through the end of the year have now been postponed. It's according to a news release today from the Northern Athletics Collegiate Conference. All conference regular season competitions and championship events will be postponed. Officials have not announced specific plans for rescheduling. Nearly 12,000 farmers have received money from the Wisconsin Farm Support Program. That's according to the governor. Each recipient received $3,500. The program was funded by $50 million provided by the Federal CARES Act to help farmers cover economic losses due to the pandemic. About $8 million remains after the first round of the program. Farmers can apply for the second round starting August 10th.
Today, the UW School of Medicine and Public Health says it wants people to think critically when it comes to COVID-19 risks, effects, and safety measures. They say with myths circulating on social media and new research constantly emerging, experts urge the public to be thoughtful and careful when absorbing and sharing information about the virus.
If I come across something that I'm not familiar with, before sort of readily adopting that information, I'll take a step back and just try to put that into context of everything that I know. And if I need more information, I do a little more research before accepting that as fact. So I think sometimes just having some patience and letting things play out can be very helpful.
While online, the experts recommend using trusted health resources like the CDC, the Wisconsin Department of Health Services, and local healthcare providers. On TV, always take note of who is speaking and whether they are including opinion or secondhand information. And on social media, think critically about everything you see, as a lot of what is posted there is misleading.
So to come at 6, drive-through absentee voting starts tomorrow for Madison residents, plus a special celebration for a longtime volunteer at a local hospital. That's just ahead. Stay with us.
You are watching News 3 Now at 6.
Wild Easttown Honda has clearance savings on over 400 new Hondas. Get 0% financing for up to 60 months on your favorite new Hondas at Wild Easttown Honda in Madison. It's gotta be wild.
At Papa Murphy's, we knead seriously, chop seriously, and shred seriously. Because we're serious about Tuesdays, even if you're not. Every Tuesday, get a large pizza for just $10. Papa Murphy's. Change the way you pizza.
Stop into Rubens today for our annual Made in America sale. Our manufacturers have given Rubens generous discounts on all furniture made in America. Choose from beautiful sofas, chairs, and sectionals for your home. Soft leather in hundreds of colors are yours for the choosing. Solid maple, cherry, and other gorgeous bedroom pieces are also on sale. Remember, our manufacturers have given Rubens generous discounts on all furniture made in America. Hurry in today for Rubens Made in America sale on now.
Money can't buy you happiness. Nonsense. $6 can buy you 2 Arby's sandwiches. That's 2 happinesses. Arby's, we have the meat.
I'm here.
Auntie's here.
Hey, Mom and Dad here. Shall we begin?
Together, nothing can keep us apart. That's why U.S. Cellular is building powerful 5G coverage that works inside and out. And now, get $700 off the latest phones. U.S. Cellular. Choose fair.
Wild Easttown Honda has clearance savings on 400 new Hondas. Lease a new all-wheel drive CR-V for $269. That's $269 and absolutely zero due at signing at Wild Easttown Honda in Madison. It's gotta be wild.
You are watching News 3 Now at 6.
Starting tomorrow, Madison voters can cast absentee ballots at drive-up voting locations around the city. The clerk's office worked with Public Health Madison and Dane County to develop a safe voting plan for the fall elections. And part of the plan is to offer absentee voting outdoors. The August primary is August 11th. Voters must pick a political party and vote for candidates in that party. Photo IDs will be required. The Democratic National Convention will feature just 2 hours of primetime programming on each of the 4 nights of the event, according to 2 sources, first reported by Politico. Between August 17th and 20th, the event will air from 8 p.m. until 10 p.m. Central each night. It's one of the starkest signs yet of how unconventional this year's gathering will be compared to previous conventions. Last week, President Trump also announced plans to scrap plans for a GOP convention down in Jacksonville, Florida, due to concerns about coronavirus in that state.
Here is something that will make you smile. Staff at St. Mary's Hospital in Janesville are celebrating a pretty special volunteer. They met outside of Sal Purse's home this afternoon to sing happy birthday and drop off gifts and a cake. Today is Sal's 100th birthday. Celebrations would typically take place at the hospital, but given the coronavirus, staff wanted to make the show take the show on the road for Sal. He began volunteering at St. Mary's in 2013 and has clocked more than 1,500 hours. You can find Sal in the main entry area, directing patients to their rooms and appointments. Sal, we hope you have a beautiful birthday. Still ahead at 6, an update to a suspected double drowning this weekend in Rock County, plus a warning from Madison police as we are starting to see an increase in car thefts, specifically catalytic converters. And we're off to a much more comfortable start of the work week. We'll get a look at your first warn forecast for the rest of the week when we come back.
Get more for your kitchen now at the Brothers Main Big Kitchen Upgrade Sale. We want you to absolutely love your new kitchen, so you'll get big savings on the latest incredible products from GE and our risk-free 30-day price satisfaction guarantee. We want you to be 100% satisfied every time. That's why we're the More Store. The Big Kitchen Upgrade Sale with more selection, more savings, and more kitchen. Now at the Brothers Main, your local store for more since 1938.
Whether for work or for fun, you count on your vehicle. That's why at Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we have great prices on everything you need to help you reach your destination. Like buy 3 tires, get 1 free. Rewards members save an extra $20. Plus, get up to $100 in rebates on select Goodyear and Cooper tires. Shell Rotella T6 motor oil is just $32.49. And this 155-piece mechanics tool set is just $79.99.
Find value at Blaine's
smart and fleet.
Here's to the road ahead. Trust Toyota to be here for you.
The best new cars make the best used cars. That's why every Toyota certified used vehicle gets a 160-point inspection, new warranty starting the day you purchase, 1 year of roadside assistance, and more. Get as low as 0% APR financing on select Toyota certified used models. See your dealer for details.
All from the brand you trust, today and tomorrow. Toyota.
Kindness makes a world of difference at the Century House. Donate $50 or more to the Second Harvest Food Bank of Southern Wisconsin and save more than ever before on stressless seating. Save at least $300 on stressless recliners and office chairs. Plus, save hundreds more with $200 off every sofa seat you buy. There's never been a better time to help others and fill your home with the unmatched comfort of stressless seating. Be kind and save generously at the Century House.
Right now, we're at a crossroads. We've seen what can happen when we elect a leader determined to divide us. As president, Joe Biden will forge a new path by growing an economy that works for working families, getting small businesses back on their feet, and expanding access to affordable health care. Joe Biden will lead us on the path forward, paved with opportunity for us all.
I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
You are watching News 3 Now at 6.
Tonight, the Rock County Medical Examiner's Office has identified the two people who are believed to have drowned in a pond in the town of Beloit this weekend. They are 22-year-old Cornell Tucker and 23-year-old Dylan Geis, both from Beloit. The primary cause of death reports are pending further study, but so far the medical examiner says there are no signs of foul play. The Madison area is seeing an increase in thefts of catalytic converters. That's the device that reduces toxic gases in a car's exhaust.
And Toyota Priuses are often a target. Amanda Quintana is here with why police think they're being taken. Amanda?
Police released some numbers last week saying there were 47 catalytic converter theft cases reported so far in 2020. But many of these cases involve multiple vehicles in the same area, so more than 100 have been stolen. Paul Abramson went out to get in his Prius 2 weeks ago. He says when he started the car, it made a lot of noise. He had no idea why, but his mechanic told him the catalytic converter and oxygen sensor were sawed right off.
They drive down the street in the dead of night. Two people, one has a jack. They come and jack up your car. The other one rolls underneath it with a sawzall and zip, zip, and it's done. And I think they probably go for Priuses because they're small and everything that they're looking for is right out in the open.
He's heard of this happening to other Prius owners. He says he's been told the converters have precious metal in them, which can be valuable. Police say the thieves often sell them to scrap yards for cash. Abramson wants other Prius owners to be aware of this. He says it was more than $1,000 to get his Prius fixed, and he was told the parts are on back order because this is happening so often.
Amanda, thank you. Let's go to Chief Meteorologist Gary Kanalty as we look at our forecast. A very comfortable start to the week, Gary.
It was a beautiful day today, and some people saw this in the sky. This is what's called a circumhorizontal arc. It kind of looks like a rainbow in the sky. It actually is referred to often as a fire rainbow, and it happens when the sun is high in the sky. It has to be above 58 degrees in elevation because the sun's rays are shining down, and basically it forms an arc that if there were clouds all the way around, you could see it, but very rare. You usually only see it during the summer in this part of the world because that's when the sun is that high in the sky. But very pretty picture sent in by Craig and Marilyn Usselman of DeForest, where they saw it. Three things you need to know in the forecast. Look for high temperatures to remain mainly in the lower 80s for the rest of the week. There will be a chance for some showers and thunderstorms tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening. And then after that, we have dry weather that starts Wednesday of this week and goes through at least Wednesday of next week. Over the last 48 hours, their temperatures have been in the 80s and 90s with the dew point temperature well into the 70s. Now you see that drop in the dew point temperature with the passage of the thunderstorms last night. Temperatures are still warm, and will continue to at least climb into the lower 80s over the next couple of days. This is the forecast over the next 48 hours. The dew point temperatures come back up into the middle 60s, but then drop off again, and they should stay around 60 or a little bit below through the rest of the week. And that's leading to relatively little in the way of precipitation around here. There are a couple of thunderstorms up in the northern part of the Midwest with a passing little weather system, but there's not a lot of moisture for them. And on future track, you can see those will fizzle out tonight. Tomorrow, we could see some showers develop to our north and west and some showers or thunderstorms tomorrow afternoon into tomorrow evening. By tomorrow night, they drop to the south. And then after that, we're just looking for quiet weather with plenty of sunshine for Wednesday and for Thursday as well, with high temperatures, probably middle 80s on Wednesday and then back into the lower 80s on Thursday. Reason why is we've got a very quiet weather pattern. This is Hurricane Douglas northwest of the Hawaiian Islands continuing to weaken. But notice how clear otherwise the skies are across the rest of the Pacific Ocean. A lot of times when you have an active tropical weather situation like we've had recently, you get high pressure forming to the north, and that's kind of cleared out the skies. So our weather comes in from the west, and there's not much going on out to the west. So we're not looking at any big storm systems heading in our direction. The jet stream has dropped southward a little bit too. Our upper level winds now coming from the northwest. That's continuing to dry out the air. We've had a cold front come through with the thunderstorms yesterday. That's taken the heat and humidity and pushed it down to the south. And now temperatures are pretty comfortably warm across our part of the Midwest. Upper 70s and lower 80s. A little warmer out to the west, but even there, the dew point temperatures are still pretty tolerable in the 50s, so very comfortable conditions. For tomorrow, look for partly sunny skies, a high of 82, but there will be a chance for an afternoon or evening shower or thunderstorm. You can see this again on future track. We'll start out dry tomorrow morning, maybe see a couple of showers during the morning, but better chances for a shower or thunderstorm in the afternoon and evening. By tomorrow night, that all heads down to the south, and then we're back to dry weather, and it's going to continue for a while because look at the extended forecast. We go from the mid-80s down to the low 80s, nighttime low temperatures upper 50s and low 60s, but dry weather with little in the way of humidity through the middle of next week.
And coming up in sports, 2 Major League Baseball games have been postponed for today. What it means for the Brewers going forward. That's next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Save big money in your next project with 11% off everything now at Menards. Get the look of tile in half the time with U-Tile from Max. This Cocoon Tub Shower Combo includes bathtub, 3-piece wall set, shelf, and door. $1,528.13 after 11% off. Nothing matches the beauty and durability of porcelain, mosaic, and ceramic tile from Mohawk. Right now, get 11% off and get your project started today. Stop waiting and start saving with 11% off everything now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
America, we want to help get you back to it. And here's how, with the Ford Promise. Visit your Ford dealer, finance a new, certified pre-owned or used vehicle through Ford Credit, and if you lose your job, you can return it for up to 1 year from the day you bought it. You can also get 0% APR financing for 72 months across the Ford lineup. Let us help get you back to it with the Ford Promise.
Seattle's pledge to defund its police department by 50%, even including a proposal to remove 911 dispatchers from police control.
Joe Biden said he's absolutely on board with defunding the police. Listen closely.
Yes, absolutely.
Hello, you've reached 911. I'm sorry that there is no one here to answer your emergency call, but leave a message and we'll get back to you as soon as we can.
Crime will rise significantly. I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message.
Hi everyone, Hattie says we're in store for a pretty nice week, but Tuesday morning she'll tell us when we might need an umbrella.
And we'll have the latest on how area school districts are choosing to start classes in the fall. We'll see you starting at 4:30 on News 3 Now this morning.
season is not even a week old, and the league is already postponing games. The Marlins home opener against the Orioles won't happen tonight because at least 14 Marlins tested positive for COVID-19. That also means the Phillies game against the Yankees is off because that's where the Marlins spent the weekend. And it's a reminder for the Brewers to keep following protocol so it doesn't happen to them.
This was harsher than we thought we'd get at this point, but we got a huge, punch to the face, really, of like, man, we've got to be perfect here, right? And that's what we're trying to do.
The safety is the most important thing. If I was in a decision-making place, my conscience, I wouldn't be able to live with myself if I knew if I put people in danger.
Normally when teams start a season, it's the defense that starts strong and then the offense catches up a couple games in. But in their 2 scrimmages, the Bucs offense hasn't really shown a lot of rust. 80 points in a half, 38 points in a quarter. Coach Bud likes what he sees.
It's good to when the ball is moving and we're moving and, guys are comfortable and confident and both attacking and shooting. Everybody's just capable of contributing, and I think we've seen that.
Technically, the Packers report to training camp tomorrow, but it's going to be a little different to look at. From Tuesday through Friday, the players will go through COVID testing and virtual meetings. The following week is treated like a strength and conditioning period, 60 minutes in the weight room and 60 minutes for on-field conditioning in groups under 15. Then they'll ramp it up with pads and actual practices during the second half of August. One guy who won't be there, Tremont Williams, the 37-year-old cornerback, is still looking for a team to pick him up, and Green Bay would be a nice option for him. Williams spent 10 of his 13 years in the league with the Packers and made it clear this morning on ESPN Madison's Wilde and Tausch there is interest to return to Titletown, and he definitely did not retire.
To put it on record, never, retired or anything like that. I've heard that too. I heard that in some different things, never retired. But like I said, my family was a big priority of what I want to do in the off season. I haven't had much talks with them lately, but I have spoken to some people who relayed the message that, they would love to have me back. There's a lot of things that have to happen for that.
Zach Bond signed on the dotted line today, officially becoming a member of the Saints. The former Badger posted this picture to Instagram with a simple caption, official, #WhoDat. Bond was drafted 74th overall and capped off his senior season at Wisconsin with 76 tackles and 12.5 sacks. And the WIAC had just canceled their fall sports seasons. That affects UW-Whitewater and UW-Platteville's football, women's soccer, volleyball, and men's and women's cross-country programs. The conference did announce that schools can practice during the fall if the NCAA allows them to. So
another tough blow to sports.
It keeps on coming.
It sure does. All right, Gary, let's get one final check.
Well, some nice news in the weather. There's the view from the Platteville Quimby Radio Skycam. Not a cloud in the sky there. Temperatures are very comfortable. 81 in Madison, 82 Janesville, 80 in Platteville, upper 70s to low 80s across all of southern Wisconsin. But these dew point temperatures, that's the more important thing. They're in the upper 50s, so the air noticeably less humid than it was this weekend. Look for a high of 82 tomorrow. Could be an afternoon or evening shower or thunderstorm. After that, dry weather for the rest of next week through the weekend and into the following week.
All right, Gary, thanks. Thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 6.
Have a great evening, and we'll see you back here at 10.